Well, hello there, viewers, and welcome back. I just wanted to say thank you so much for this recent popularity that this Mort video that I did from about 6 months ago has been receiving, and I'm really shocked by it, but I love it because I worked really hard on that video and I cared very much for it, so thank you so much for the positive feedback. I've been encouraged to return to the subject of Bob's Burgers to do another video essay. And today we are going to focus on the two neighborhood weirdo kids, Andy and Ollie Pesto. Speaking of Mort, he actually did reveal in an episode that Jimmy Pesto's real last name is Poplapovich.
What are you doing, Jimmy Poplapovich?
But for the sake of argument and for this video and my sanity, we will just call them Andy and Ollie Pesto. These two are the younger siblings of Jimmy Pesto Jr., and they are voiced by siblings. Andy is voiced by Laura Silverman, while Ollie is voiced by Sarah Silverman, which I find very interesting. There is a great piece about these two characters from Comic Book Resources, or CBR.com, by the author Ian Goodwillie, but I'm actually here to talk about this great suggestion that I received from Caitlin, where we are comparing Andy and Ollie to Walter and Perry from Home Movies. Now, when I tell you that this suggestion sent me in a tailspin of nostalgia, it definitely did. I loved the show Home Movies, and I can definitely see the comparisons between these two characters. Walter and Perry are not related. They were friends, very close friends, and very odd friends at that.
We are! Oh my god! Perry! Yeah? Don't ever leave me. I won't! Hey, Perry! I'm getting nervous about this. Don't be. Why are you so scared? Because it's a big step, Perry! But I think we're ready. Are we?
Unlike the infatuation that Walter and Perry have for each other as friends, we see that Andy and Ollie also have this very similar relationship where they are always together, they don't want to part ways, they're holding hands, and they are very insistent that they not be apart from each other. So I definitely see the influence there.
Buddy board and find your randomly assigned buddy. Okay, wait. Hey, how look, Andy and Ollie got assigned to each other. What are the odds? Yay!
We also have this commonality between Lauren Bouchard and Brendan Small. They both co-created Home Movies, and then Lauren Bouchard went on to create Bob's Burgers. But then we also have H. John Benjamin, who is always involved in these projects, giving his legendary voice acting work. Other than obviously voicing Coach McGurk, Benjamin and Small contributed to doing Walter and Perry's voices, and I read in my research that they would commonly swap from time to time.
Crotch. Do stuff like that.
Do you think that's dirty fighting?
Yes.
We also see Benjamin continuing the trend of voicing an adult and a small child from Home Movies to Bob's Burgers.
Ha! You're only in front of me because I let you be. Okay, I really gotta stop talking.
To clarify, Benjamin plays both Bob and Jimmy Pesto Jr., but I think that's pretty obvious to big fans of the show that they have a very similar voice profile. Anyway, back to Andy and Ollie. Some fun facts about these two twins were that their first appearance was in the episode Art Crawl, and that they share a telepathic connection with each other, which was revealed in a few episodes. They were born 2 minutes apart, and they are obviously very, very quirky individuals. To repeat, they were voiced by siblings, which I think really adds to the authenticity of these characters because you have Laura and Sarah Silverman playing off of each other in that natural given chemistry, which I think is fantastic. Returning back to the Bob's Burgers fan wiki, which bless all of you who contribute to it, you really helped me out here. As far as their appearance and being able to tell Andy and Ollie apart, even though they both have fair skin and golden blonde hair, Andy wears a cyan shirt, desaturated navy blue shorts, white tube socks, and black shoes. Meanwhile, Ollie wears a gold green shirt, green shorts, white tube socks, and black shoes. So there you go. There is your way of telling the two apart, but honestly, they're both fantastic. They both have their individual eccentricities that I really enjoy, and you just can't help but laugh when the two of them are on screen. I also saw in a lot of comments on any kind of content that is related to Andy and Ollie about this really nice detail that Bob, even though he really doesn't like Jimmy across the street, he's always really, really kind to the Pesto children, specifically Andy and Ollie, probably because he can tell that they're two very special kids. He's always really, really nice to them, and it's very heartwarming just to see this kindness that he gives to these two children, even though he really can't stand their dad at all, which is obvious because Jimmy Pesto sucks. I would never eat there. Wow, I just went off on a tangent. Anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. I really enjoyed the article that was put on CBR.com about Andy and Ollie, and it was a pretty hot take, almost as hot as my take about Mort being the most important character in Bob's Burgers. But this article states that Andy and Ollie are the greatest characters in the series. The article begins with saying, "The Belcher kids are lovable weirdos. At times, it seems Luis, Jean, and Tina's main goal in life is to drive Bob insane, while simultaneously enabling and encouraging his worst attributes. But that's why fans rightfully enjoy all three of them. Even though they are prone to doing strange things, they are somehow not the most absurd characters that Bob's Burgers has to offer. That honor belongs to Andy and Ollie." And I definitely recommend that you read this article. It does have some great insight as to why these are brilliant secondary characters. And again, revisiting the start of the video, it is very obvious that they were inspired very much by Walter and Perry in home movies, but just a softer, more familial version of that kind of quirky, dynamic duo, and thankfully so, because they're related. Please, for the love of gosh, I don't need to see them having a very similar relationship to Walter and Perry. I think that would break my brain, so please keep Ollie and Andy the sweet little weirdos that they are. Thanks for tuning in to this pretty quick video, but I really felt compelled to make it. Please let me know in the comments what Bob's Burgers video or cartoon video you'd like to see next, and I'll do my best. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!